And welcome to another episode of Just a Bit Outside. I'm your host, Steve Ely, and along with me, as always, my co-host, Wes Cook.
Yes, sir.
And we are back, sir.
Yes, man. New look, new feel.
I know. I like the look.
Yeah, man. If you look at the bottom, we got scores now.
I like
we got game times. We got the lineup that's happening. It's gonna come in handy during football, like when we do one of these during a football game.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just keep track of it down there.
Well, you know, football season, that's when we like to do those Saturday shows.
Yeah, that too. And then all the Saturday games are down there. So
I know.
this thing is it's pretty sweet, man. I like it. It turned out really well. I think it was like scorecard or something. I got pulled. But I went to I just did a little bit of research yesterday. Found this place, scorestream.com.
I like it. It
Yeah,
looks
and
good.
you can create your own for your own website and stuff like that too if you want. Or your on your stream or anything like that. You basically create a local HTML or web page and then roll it right in there. A little bit of coding, but it worked out really well.
Looks good.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fits right in too.
That's going to be where we are at when season starts.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still doing it now, you know, with baseball games going on.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, and all the new stuff happening. Like Big Fork Brands sent us a bunch of their pork jerky. We got some of the hot dog sauce. It finally showed up here. Super stoked about that. So we'll get in on this stuff. Big Fork Brands. Please me right into 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 me.
keep your mouth shut and just relax.
Yeah, I think we lost the mics. I think we're back. We're back. We're back.
What else?
Quick reset.
Sitting here and reading some stuff. Apparently, the Florida Panthers have damaged Lord Stanley's Cup.
Really?
Mid celebration. Let me check into this. What they do to this thing? Stanley Cup is a little banged up thanks to the Florida Panthers celebration of back-to-back titles.
But the one they get is a replica, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No, I think the one they get, everybody gets to take it home for a day.
Yeah, I thought that was I thought they took a replica one.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Oh, well, I mean, it is what it is. I get it.
But, I mean, the fact that everybody on the team gets the trophy for a day.
Right.
They come, drop it off, and then they pick it up the next day, and then it's on to the next guy. I would do all kinds of things in that cup. I would be drinking out of it. I'd be dipping some chips out of it.
Oh, yeah. Just put some queso in it.
Oh, yeah.
Getting chips out of it.
Just have that thing sit in the middle of my living room floor. It'd be awesome. Awesome. I mean, that's one of the things that makes hockey a little different. Like, here, man, you get to celebrate with this thing.
Yeah, speaking of celebrating.
Yeah.
Finally got fancy football here. See?
I like it.
Isn't it awesome? I'm going to fill it up with beer during the draft. Drinking strictly out of this. But I'm going to proudly show it off all year long, right here in the background.
Oh, as you should. As you should. I would.
I mean, what we could do is fill it up with some Get Good feels.
Ooh, guess we could.
As you drop your jerky.
As I drop my jerky. You want a little piece?
Oh, yeah, I gave her a piece. She likes it.
Oh, I gave her a piece. She likes anything.
Touche.
What? Yeah. You picked your nose with that? I'll eat that.
Oh, it's fine. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
What you don't do is what you should do is Get Good feels. Fill this bad boy up. And what you're filling it up with is a cannabis seltzer from getgoodfeels.com. They offer a new era of refreshment. Crafted with high-quality, natural ingredients, these beverages provide a consistent, enjoyable, uplifting experience, and it's perfect for any occasion. And use Jab of the Pod as your promo code down there, and you get 20% off.
Yeah, I kind of forgot to throw the tag in for the Bigfoot brand.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
get
everybody knows.
BigfootBrands.com, and we get 20% off there, too.
Everybody knows Jab of the Pod is the discount. Use that promo code.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Baseball's in full swing. We're getting close to the Big Summer Classic, your traditional halfway point of the year.
Yeah.
And
getting close to the trade deadline.
See what happens. See where people are buying.
Who's buyers? Who's sellers? I still think the Mets should have sold last year, even though they made the National League.
I mean, they're still top of the NL East.
Yeah, man. They're rolling this year. I think Juan Soto might have been a waste of money.
He's the thing is he could be in a slump, right? And in the second half of the year, he could turn it around, and then you're seeing a difference.
Oh, I can see. I 100% get it, but at the same time,
I'm not writing him off. It's Juan Soto.
I know.
Yeah, Philly's trying to play catch up here. They got a set with the Marlins right now, and they lost last night in just horrible fashion. But the night before, they beat the Marlins, and we got them again tonight. Hopefully, make up a little bit of ground here. They're 2 games back. The Braves are 12 games back. It could be the Nationals, though, who are on a 10-game skid.
Oh, yeah.
So, could be worse.
Could be worse. The sad part is the Nationals are on a 10-game skid, and they are still 14 wins better than the Rockies.
Doesn't take much.
Who, by the way, are hot. At 4-6 in their last 10.
Hey, they won 3 straight.
Oh, I know. Who the hell they beat 3 straight? Marlins? Was it the Marlins?
No, it's not the Marlins. They have beaten the Nationals.
Oh.
Or no, they beat the Braves, and then they've beaten the Nationals in back-to-back games.
Yeah, that's crazy. They did beat the Marlins for 3 wins.
Hmm?
Yeah, before a couple of series before that, they did get 3 straight
Oh,
against the Marlins.
gotcha.
They've been taking them L's to the Mets though, taking them.
Yeah, they got swept by the Phillies a few weeks.
Well, that's what happens when you're a good team.
Well, that's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
you losing to Colorado, you ain't a good team.
Yeah, something's not happening right. I agree.
Which again, we're talking to the Marlins, who we both semi agree is probably one of the worst ran franchises.
I mean, part of you guys. I mean, you got to think about it. Like they have 2 World Series, and it's
2 World Series titles and shitty the rest of the time.
I agree.
Because it turns into fire sales.
They do. I mean, that's exactly what they do. They build their players all the way up and sell them for everything they can.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, when they get rid of the good pieces instead of signing them and trying to look for those cheaper guys, the prospects or whatnot, they just don't pan out.
No, they do not.
And that's a problem. And you figure, like, with the new ownership and everything down there, that would started changing things, but I haven't seen anything different from this organization.
Talking about from the A-Rod Jeter connection down there. Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that. I expected more from that.
I expected a turnaround to where this ball club would actually be competitive. And I mean, even looking at the farm system and things like that,
there's nothing.
Yeah.
And Colorado, with the way their baseball draft and stuff work, I don't think they can get a higher pick than I think 6th or something like that. That's the way their lottery works.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Me personally, I don't care if you give the worst team the first pick. I don't care. The only time it really, and the only sport that really matters in, probably basketball. That's the only one.
Well, you can only play 5 players at one time.
Yeah.
So
I mean, football, like the football, the way the NFL does it, I'm completely fine with that. I mean, there's no reason to change what they do.
No, because no one wants to be the first pick.
No.
In these scenarios, right? Like, the money's not made from the playoffs. The picking first doesn't work out in your favor at times, especially after a bad season. Yeah, I get that, but the teams aren't battling to be the worst, right?
No.
You saw it, the Giants had a stranglehold on the first overall pick last year, and then they went off and won a game for no reason. Yeah. Because they weren't going to lie down. These guys are competitive.
Yeah, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it.
You're not seeing teams.
Plus, one player in football, unless you catch lightning in a bottle, like quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, how often is it like Peyton Manning's there for?
No. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. You look at a couple of years ago with, God, why am I having?
Who is it? Burrow's probably the last number 1 overall that was a can't miss.
Yeah. I mean, they're still talking. Caleb's probably still that kind of guy at the moment. I never saw it.
I haven't seen it at all.
I never saw it when he was college again. So it goes back to the Jabbo Classic. We said he wasn't the guy to begin with. We said it.
We did.
And we said the guy that was picked number 2 was.
Did. And what happened?
Yeah. It makes me feel good.
It does.
Makes me feel good when you're actually right about something.
Hey, we know what we're talking about here.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Mr., me over here. Oh, man, Oklahoma City's going to sweep them.
Whoops.
That ended the first game.
Yeah, I mean, good luck, though. Good try.
I'm watching it at home. I'm like, God. Man.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway.
The Rockies, but back to the almost to
200 run mark.
200 negative run difference. We're 197.
And we're in July. We're not even in July.
We're not even in July,
midway
baby.
to June. Midway into June and almost 200 runs.
And the thing is, this team's just going to get more and more tired.
They're just going to get
worse.
worse.
They get tired of losing. They're just going to be tired. They're not going to get tired of losing. They're just going to start losing more because they're not going to give a fuck anymore.
That's it.
I mean, they're probably to that point now, being 28.5 back of the Dodgers.
28.5 back. They're going to end up, 50 games back at this pace?
More.
I mean, just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. ridiculous.
Where they had 73 games played, so
Yeah.
81's halfway. So you're almost, like I said, you're almost halfway.
Ugh.
And you're 28 and a half. It ain't looking good.
No, it's not looking good at all.
No, sir.
At all.
Funny thing is, the Tigers are the best team in baseball right now.
How did that happen?
Yeah, they're 20 games above 500. Yeah, 47 and 27.
Good on them.
Yeah. Then, of course, you have the Cubs and the Mets, both with 28 losses apiece.
Yep.
And the Yankees, the Phillies.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot the Dodgers. Sorry, they're 29 losses.
Yeah.
And then Yankees and Phillies each have 30 losses apiece. So,
It's just,
lots of battles right
just crazy.
now. A lot of good baseball.
Yeah. I mean,
Lot of good
nobody
baseball.
really running away with anything at the moment. I mean, the Tigers,
Tigers are have the
9.5.
biggest lead. The funny thing was the Guardians started off so fucking hot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's just like they've cooled off.
Well, the difference is
The thing is, I mean, they're only one game over 500 and negative 25 run difference.
That's exactly what I was looking
That's
at.
huge.
And like, they're not scoring any runs.
No, that's not helping.
Yep. I mean, they're 3-7 in their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
That whole division is trash right now in their last 10.
Yeah, I mean, especially the White Sox. But
Ooh.
like, yeah.
Well, the White Sox are 3-7. Cleveland's 3-7 in the last 10. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, but
Two,
the White
3 and
Sox have lost 6 straight.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, ain't as bad as the Nationals, but
No, with their 10 straight losses. Ugh. Just glad that, we only have the Rockies to deal with. That's what really helps that whole West is how many series have the other 4 teams in that division played against Colorado already?
well, yeah. I mean, I think that's where. I mean, that's what helped the Mets, right? The Mets' recent lineup before the Rays series.
Oh, they played.
They played the Nationals. They played the Rockies.
Mm-hmm.
They played the Rockies in 2 sets.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and swept them both sets.
yes, they did. They split with the Dodgers in between those 2 Rockies sets.
And that maple pepper, so good.
Yeah, that is good.
Mm. But yeah, no, like they're just bad. I mean, just bad, and the Mets took full advantage of it. Every team that plays them takes advantage of them, except for the Marlins,
Right.
who is somehow still like 13 games up in the win column. Just insane. I mean, Colorado could finish with like the worst record of all time.
They can. Speaking of worst record of all time, see what it is.
I think we looked up last year. It's only like 47, 48 wins, something like that.
Let's see. Worst records in MLB history. The 1899 Cleveland Spiders. They only played 154 games.
Okay.
20 wins, 134 losses. This was 2 centuries ago. Well, a century ago. More as
I mean,
1899.
124 years ago, 5 years ago, 26 years ago, a long time ago.
More modern
Mm-hmm.
would be the White Sox of last year. They won 41 games and lost 121. That is the most losses in a year since that 1899 Cleveland Spiders, who lost 134.
I don't think anyone will ever be quite that bad.
I mean, the Rockies are on pace.
Well, I mean, they only need 4 more wins, and they've got the 20 wins, but they can still lose that many.
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's like they could get to a worse record than the White Sox.
Yes, they very well could.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give.
Yeah, so the most losses in a season. Of course, I just said it was the 1899 Cleveland Spiders with 134. Last year's White Sox, 121. The 62 Mets lost 120 games.
Ooh.
2003 Detroit Tigers, 119 games, and the 1916 Philadelphia Athletics lost 117.
Let me give you some stats on Colorado right now. Their pitching staff.
Yep.
Earned run average is 5.59 as a staff. Yeah, awful. Their whip is 1.57. Opponent batting average is almost 300. 292.
Yeah, you're not doing well if the teams are hitting 292.
No, well, I'm just saying if your average earn run is 5.59,
yeah, that's a loss right there.
That right there in itself says we got some dudes probably at 10, and we got one guy probably at like 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna look. I want to know. I want to know now. Give me them statistics.
Damn.
I mean, that is just awful. Awful, awful, awful. Here's stats. Give me that.
Oh, man, that 1899 Cleveland Spiders team, guess what their run difference was?
What?
Minus 723.
Yeah, no one's touching that, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be touched ever.
No, it's never. Pitching. All right, here's the pitching.
And let's see, modern day history, though, because these are all 1800s, right? So these are probably teams that just got introduced into the league or whatever, put together a bunch of dudes that were bagging groceries.
Yeah, absolutely they did.
Yeah. So let's see, 1932 Boston Red Sox were minus 345.
Ooh.
The 2023 Athletics minus 339. They're 17th on this list, but they're the only the third team from the 1900s that are.
That's crazy. There's a pitcher for Colorado. I'm looking at him. They have a pitcher that has 1 game played, 1 start, who only gave up 2 hits. He has a 0 ERA. There's another reliever, their shortstop actually, who pitched 1 inning and had 1 hit. And then their best full-time pitcher has a 2.18 ERA. There's a guy, Bradley Blaylock. I'm just going to call this guy by name because he has 5 games pitched, 3 starts, 2 losses, 16 innings, a whopping 27 runs.
Ooh!
23 earned runs. His ERA is 12.94.
Yeah.
Like I told you, they got probably 1 good guy and everybody else. It's 2.18, and then the next guy is 3.
Damn.
And then it just goes up from there. I'm trying to just to give you a little context. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pitchers that have a 5+ ERA.
Oh man. You're a Rockies fan. I'll tell you what you need to do is go to oldglory.com and pick a new team.
Pick a new team?
Yeah, man. Old Glory offers over 300,000 items for music, sports, entertainment, and pop culture fans, featuring officially licensed merch from iconic bands and top sports teams.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the Phillies, they'll take you in. The Mets will take you in. The Yankees definitely take you in.
Yankees take you all the time.
Yeah, you can be on Dodgers. Anybody but the Rockies right now. But you can discover your perfect fan gear and save using the exclusive discount of Jabba the Pod. That gets you 15% off right there on all your new fan gear that you need. Because I'm sorry, Rockies fans, it is not looking good. Not this year, not next.
You know what's funny? I wanted to see what kind of Rockies gear they sell.
Price says we suck, or it's a brown paper bag.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Brown paper bags only, baby. Here we go. Boom with a double.
See this. You of the MLB stuff. Colorado. Oh, they have 8 items.
Okay.
Looks like a bunch of girl shirts. Juniors. It's kid stuff. Kid shirts. Kid girl shirts.
There you go.
That's what it is. And then
I kind of imagine they're not top sellers.
And then a little license plate stuff, and then a license plate holder, and then a couple of keychains.
There you go.
Woo.
I mean, when you're not a hot commodity, it's not going to be a lot there.
Well, everything in theirs is on sale too.
I'm sure it's hard to find someone that wants to buy some Rockies gear right now. For the way that team's playing, there's zero way.
Gotta imagine that team story is no bueno.
No point.
No bueno. If you had to guess who has the most items on here, who would you think?
Yankees.
No.
Oh, tell me what sport.
It's in baseball. Just baseball.
Just baseball.
Just baseball.
Dodgers.
Nope. I was a little shocked by this too.
Wonder where this place is based. Okay, let's see. Braves?
It is not the Braves. Which makes me wonder kind of, I'm like you, like, is this company located here?
Well, the A's don't have a home, so it's not them.
No, it's not them. It's not them.
Not Dodgers, not Yankees, not Braves.
Nope.
Not Mets.
Nope.
I assume it's not Philly.
Nope.
Cincinnati?
No, but we're getting closer.
I'm reaching for
You're getting closer though.
Pittsburgh?
Not Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
Not Pittsburgh.
Detroit?
No. Go a little south. A little south from that region.
Tampa Bay?
Not that far south. About as south in the Midwest as you get.
South and Midwest. The Rangers?
No. The Cardinals, sir.
Oh, St. Louis.
St. Louis. They have 48 different items.
St. Louis isn't very south. You good with geography or what, man?
It's south of Cincinnati.
I don't. They're probably like even on that, like
Nah.
on the latitude line.
I'm going.
They're pretty damn close.
Let's look.
Yeah, look at it. I think your geography's fucked, Steve.
It ain't that fucked, bro. St. Louis is south.
If it's south, it's barely south.
All right, let's zoom in here. Oh, that's too far. Too far. I was in Florida. Nobody gives a fuck about Florida.
No one does.
Okay, you're probably right. Just slightly south of Cincinnati.
I told you, it's not like it's super. You're like as south as you can get in the Midwest. Okay,
that has a
Texas.
baseball team.
Texas Rangers is as south as you can get in the Midwest.
Texas is its own thing.
They're the Midwest.
Yeah. Still makes me wonder if that's where they're located out of.
Oh yeah, no. If they got more St. Louis gear than anything else,
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would guess that. But, apparently I'm off on everything today. So,
well, just your geography, as far as I know. You weren't off about these bad boys, though.
No, those things are the
Big Four
jam.
brands, baby.
The jam.
So good.
We got to break one of those Thai green curries open in a minute.
Yeah, that's a must.
That maple pepper is, yeah.
Real nice, Clark.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to order some more of those. I'm gonna have to get some of those myself. We should break out all the sponsorship stuff at the draft party.
Yeah, it's like
It's here. Anyway,
it is summertime.
It is summertime. It's our, I don't want to say least favorite season.
No, I mean I'm right in the mix of baseball. I love the Phillies.
Yeah,
Obviously.
you're a bigger baseball fan than I am.
Got the game on right now. Ranger on the mound, baby. So it's all about. It's just like I don't watch a lot of teams outside of the Phillies. So like I know just a little bit about other teams. I really like to watch how bad the Rockies are.
Well, I mean,
That's us, right? That's what we do.
the difference is like we kind of felt
grab beer.
we kind of felt bad for the Oakland A's because they were our lovable losers.
Oh yeah, definitely lovable.
Yeah, I felt bad for those guys, and then now Colorado is like, hey man, hold my beer. We can be worse, but I just don't feel the love for them. I think I like the A's better for the fact that like they got piss poor ownership, piss poor greedy ownership, and you like the players. Like, the fans did it. They did a reverse protest and filled the stadium.
I mean, it's phenomenal to see because it's like, look, we'll support this baseball team.
You just got to do your job.
You got to do your part.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is it. I know, man. I like what the Pabst Light.
Hell yeah, baby. You got to hydrate.
96 calories.
I never even knew these existed. I saw them in the grocery store the other day. I was like, I got these.
I'm buying. Is this what we're going to do this 999 with?
Yeah, this is probably a good one to do. That I got a keg of Mick Ultra out there too. Just keep it real light.
Keep it real light. That's
my brother and I did the 999 challenge for Keystone Light. Just the college throwback, what we love.
I get it. I ain't hating on you. I'm not hating on you at all, buddy.
That Pabst Light though, it hits good.
Oh man, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad.
It's a light PBR.
That's definitely water.
Yeah. It's like I said, you got to hydrate.
That's what you need in between those 11.5 triple IPAs.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, I don't want to quit drinking, but I don't want to keep drinking at this level. I gotta bring it down.
I gotta tone it down. I'm telling you, dude, I spent a football Sunday at my house one time drinking 11 percenters. I got through 4.5 of them.
Ooh.
But this is all day.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
That
11%er will carry you for 2 hours.
Dude,
triple IPA will carry you.
I got up
carry you.
I got up to get the last one. I was like, God, I really need this one. And I'm like, fuck it. I was like,
forgot the rest of your night.
I was at the first quarter. It was the first quarter of the Sunday night game. I'm like,
did you make it through the game?
Yeah, I made it through the game.
I didn't make it off
the couch.
You remember what game it was?
I do. I don't remember what game it was.
Yeah, the Sunday night football game, and all of a sudden you look up and it's hockey. You're like, oh shit!
It's the Sunday night football game, and then fucking I'm like, go to get up to go to bed. Nah, I'm just gonna stay right here.
Oh yeah, pass out on the couch.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Would not be the first time. Probably will not be the last time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now that I say that, it's been a while since I passed out on the couch. Been a few years.
Well, since we don't have a whole lot of material to work with.
Okay, what you got?
Football comes up.
Yeah.
You
did not talk about Jair Alexander joining the Ravens.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's big news.
Took a pay cut, or took less money, not pay cut. Took less money to play with Lamar Jackson, his old college teammate, rather than take more money to stay in Green Bay or more money elsewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Green Bay is going to be good. They're right there.
I mean, they're the youngest team in football.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good stay in Green Bay.
I mean,
I know
his attitude has kind of been slightly.
Well, he can't stay healthy.
No.
He can't stay healthy. He's played 34 games in 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
It's a bad clip.
I mean,
you're not valuable when you're on the bench. You're not. And I'm sorry, injuries suck, and they're part of the game, and that kind of happens.
Your best ability should be availability.
Right. All right.
He does not have it. Anyway, what you got? Oh wait.
At least.
Let's read this. This is kind of funny.
Okay.
Cowboy cheerleaders.
I saw that.
Getting a 400% raise.
God, WNBA players are pissed.
I bet. How much do they make?
I can't imagine a whole lot.
Let's see. Cheerleaders have been pushing for pay increases for years. 2019, the Cowboys settled a lawsuit with former cheerleaders that led to the squad doubling their per game pay from $200 to $400.
And now they get a 400%.
And now they're making. Cowboys agreed to pay
a game.
According to the Cowboys, agreed to pay 4 cheerleaders in total 2.4 million 9 years ago to settle claims and blah blah blah.
Okay.
I was trying to see the lawsuit, but like $400 a game.
Well, that's what it went to, right?
That's what it went to then in 2019.
So
now
$1,600 a game.
Yeah.
You got at least 8, maybe 9 home games.
Yeah, depending on the schedule, nine tops.
And then you get the playoffs.
Yeah, and then
we're talking about the Cowboys playoffs.
Well, you're also. I'm also going to imagine those guys probably do all kinds of like fan events and stuff.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean, there's obligations outside of just the games. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Absolutely. And I'm sure that's included in their game checks, right?
In all honesty, they are probably the most famous cheerleaders.
I would agree.
You know, I mean, nobody else talks about their cheerleaders like them. But, you know, it's the Cowboys. So, you know, they talk about everything.
Everything. Whatever disguises or makes them forget about football.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, you can go back to yours. I just thought that was pretty funny.
I was going to play a little quick game with you here.
All right, what you got?
Least favorite team by state. This includes college teams and professional.
Least favorite
all sports.
Least favorite teams by states.
Can make it very easy on you. If you ask the state of Pennsylvania, their least favorite team.
Least favorite team in either Penn State or Pittsburgh.
Their least.
Oh, it's their rivals.
Their least
favorite in state.
In the state of Pennsylvania.
Least favorite.
The least favorite team. Who they hate more than anybody else. Let's put it that way.
Oh, it's probably the Cowboys.
Yeah, you're right.
I got you.
State of New Jersey.
No, it's Cowboys.
Exactly. State of Delaware.
Cowboys.
There we go.
The entire Northeast, it's probably Cowboys.
No. I mean, when you start all sports, right?
Oh, well, you get up to Massachusetts, probably Yankees.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So you talk about Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island. They all hate the Yankees.
That's all Yankees.
New York, least favorite team.
Probably the Red Sox.
Yeah, correct. You are correct.
Okay.
All right, Maryland.
Maryland, least favorite team. Yeah, why? I'm going to guess Cowboys here.
No.
Really?
No, come on, man. Who plays there? Probably most notable team right now.
Commanders, the Caps,
the
Ravens.
There you go.
Oh, it's probably Pittsburgh.
Yep,
Okay.
Steelers.
Yep, gotcha.
Steelers. Okay.
Gotcha.
Now we'll make it interesting, okay? Because I said it's college and professional, right?
Okay.
West Virginia.
Pittsburgh. University of Pittsburgh.
Yep, nailed it.
They only have one rivalry.
Okay.
I mean, they have several, but the one that really matters is that one.
Yeah, of course. State of Virginia.
Ooh. Man, that could go a bunch of ways. I'm gonna say North Carolina, UNC.
No.
Really?
That's a professional team.
Oh, then it's probably Cowboys.
Yep, correct.
Because
this one surprises me. North Carolina.
Hated.
Most hated team across the
Saints or the Falcons.
No.
Really?
The college team. Go figure. This is a basketball state, so.
Probably Kentucky.
No.
Really?
No. Actually, Kentucky is not the least favorite team amongst any of these, which is surprising. But it's kind of surprising and it's kind of not, because football is bigger in these southeastern states.
So is it Carolina? Is it it's a football team?
It's a college team.
A college team, and it's.
I would have never guessed it, and I want to know who they pulled for.
And it's not Virginia.
It is Virginia.
Really?
Yeah. But really, you hate Georgia Tech.
I hate Georgia Tech. I fucking hate Georgia Tech. They did not ask me.
Yeah. I mean, we can.
But in all sports, man, fuck, dude. There's a lot. I hate the Yankees too, but
I know, but the least favorite team in the state of North Carolina is Virginia. I would have never guessed there's that much hate for Virginia athletics.
I don't have any
Yeah.
maybe it takes relevancy to drive hate.
Now South Carolina makes sense.
Yeah, I could see South Carolina a little bit.
No, what I'm saying, like the state or the team they hate the most.
It's probably God, it's probably Georgia,
Close.
Florida, Alabama,
Bama.
Bama.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of the Southeast that hates Bama.
Yeah, no, but there's only two states.
You take half the state. You take half the state of Alabama hates Alabama.
Right. Well, think of just that's true. Well, not half, probably like quarter.
A quarter of it.
But there's only one other state that hates Alabama more, or hates Alabama's the most. This is the team I thought, or this is the state I thought they would hate Kentucky more.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Georgia's surprising. Georgia's the most hated team. It's not necessarily surprising, but I just figured it would have been more along the college lines, but it's not.
It's not? It's not a college lines? It's probably, it's probably Philly or the Mets or.
Mm-mm.
Really? Is it the Saints?
It's the Saints. Yeah. Surprising, isn't it?
That is weird.
I would have never guessed. Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama all have the same hatred for the same team.
Oh, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Alabama. Probably LSU.
Yep. Nailed it. And you know Florida.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be UGA.
Yep. Good
Got
call.
to be Georgia.
Georgia and Louisiana both have the same hatred, I guess. I never knew there was that much hatred between the Falcons and the Saints.
I did not either.
I mean, I haven't been part of that rivalry, so I have no idea. So it's a little strange. You can nail Texas, obviously.
Yeah, that's Oklahoma all day.
Mm.
Really? I miss Texas.
You miss Texas. What team's in Texas?
Dallas is in Texas. It's gotta be the Redskins or the Eagles.
It's the Eagles.
Yeah. I knew that when you said it wasn't Oklahoma.
Right.
I was like, what?
Now Oklahoma hates Texas.
Oh, absolutely they do.
Now that's their most hated team. New Mexico, not surprising, but a little surprising because New Mexico is as far away from Dallas as it could be being a border state.
And they still hate the Cowboys.
No, they hate the Eagles.
Oh, really?
New Mexico hates the Eagles. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah. Colorado makes sense.
It must have been like the 4 people that live in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Colorado makes sense?
Yeah.
Oh, they probably hate like UNLV or something like that.
No.
Colorado.
It is a team from Las Vegas.
Oh, they hate the Raiders?
Yep. Same for Kansas.
They hate the Raiders too.
Mm-hmm. More than anybody else. Kansas.
Really?
I figured they would hate Texas or Oklahoma or Iowa. Definitely Iowa. I know Kansas Jayhawks hate Iowa.
Yeah.
Nebraska. It makes sense.
Oh, they probably hate Oklahoma.
Yep. Nailed it. All right.
They hate Oklahoma, but yet they ran away from that rivalry.
I know. Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota. All the same team.
Oh, it's probably. What's sad is I want to say it's probably like the Blackhawks.
No, there is actually not a hockey team in the United States.
Really?
Nope.
Weird. But all those teams hate the same team. Is it the Bulls or the Bears? Probably the Packers.
It is the Packers.
I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah. So
okay,
then you go to the state of Wisconsin.
And they hate Chicago.
Yeah, they do. The state of Illinois is funny, but I mean, Missouri matches. They both hate each other. I knew this rivalry.
It's just the Cubs St. Louis Cardinals rivalry.
Is. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we already know Ohio and Michigan. No need to dive into that one.
Nope.
Oregon is surprising. Kinda. I mean, I guess because there's not. I mean, there's one professional team there. Well, you talk MLS, but
I would think that would be more of a college hatred. I'm gonna say they hate the Mariners.
No.
They hate the Lakers.
No, it's a college team.
Oh, then they hate Washington.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. It's like, and you're like, I'm surprised by that. I'm like, no, that didn't surprise me at all.
Hawaii's kind of funny. It's a college team.
They probably hate Nevada.
No, no. You're in the same conference.
Oh, Boise.
Gonzaga.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. I didn't get it. Idaho's the same way. But I mean, I guess that they border Washington. So
What?
Montana, you'll never ever guess. I would never guess.
Is it a college?
It is a college. It makes sense, though.
Probably Eastern Washington.
It's Idaho.
Is Idaho?
I can't believe people in Montana hate Idaho that much. I mean, there's 5 people there, but yeah.
Supposedly, Montana State's one of the teams they added in college football.
What?
They added a couple of
I need
FBS
Montana
teams.
to be in there.
They're the
I need the Grizz in there.
yeah, they don't have those, but I think Montana State is coming, and I just saw this list the other day. It was 2 or 3 schools.
Well, bring it up for me. Everybody in Canada, they all hate hockey teams, except I can't name the what are they provinces? What are they?
Yeah, it's provinces.
Yeah, the one on the far. What's on the far left?
Where
that has Vancouver.
Vancouver is British Columbia.
Yeah. Okay.
There's some geography.
Nice. Well, where Vancouver is, they hate an MLS team more than anybody else.
Really?
Yeah, they hate the Seattle Sounders.
Okay.
I mean, I get it, but geez, that's weird. Pretty much all of northern Canada hates Boston. They hate the Bruins.
I believe that.
Of course, where Toronto is, hates the Canadians.
Okay. They hate Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking Quebec. I hate Quebec.
Good fish in Quebec.
2 teams rising to football bowl subdivision. It is I thought it's Missouri State. It is not Montana State. It's Delaware and Missouri State.
Delaware. I'll be the Blue Hens. Let's go.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Fighting Joe Flacco's.
All right.
There we go.
They haven't said if the FCS teams will be added yet.
Okay.
But
some Grizz.
those will be.
Not the Montana Grizz. Let's go.
I'd be down with some of these small schools.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'd get in that. I finally left Charlotte. I played a game a couple of weeks ago. I was just bored.
Yeah.
Wanted something to do. Yeah. Yeah, I moved from Charlotte to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, and I'm pretty pissed off. I just stopped. I now remember why I stopped playing it. I went from number 1 to number 3 in a bye week.
Yep. That pisses you off.
When I'm undefeated.
Right.
And my last win was against a top 5 opponent.
Never makes sense.
I'm like, I don't understand it. It's the bye week.
Ranking systems, even, on 360.
Yeah, it's always been kind of weird. The basketball was way worse because you would end up with like 17 once you played so far into it, most of your top 25 schools would be like mid-majors.
Right.
And you'd only have like 5 or 6 major conferences because you'd all have those mid-majors that would have 2 losses.
Right. You have the upper echelon teams in the mid-majors. Crush.
Yeah. I mean, I used to play with, who is it? Mount St. Mary.
I played with Sacramento State.
I did some Stony Brook a couple of times. I would go some.
I think that was my brother's team.
I would do like some small schools.
Yeah.
And I never went to a big conference because it didn't make sense.
The Kentucky job never came open for me. So I was just like, all right, stay with Sacramento State. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. I
was getting sharpshooters. I was raining 3. I was playing the NBA game before NBA was even recognized that was the way to go. I just had this dude on the outside for 3 years.
Not double dribble had that way back, bro.
Corner 3.
That was.
Oh, now you're just cheating.
That's just a glitch. Oh, now steal. I got it. I'm coming back now.
Oh, he's red hot. He's on fire.
Love that. Oh, you all know that was going to be a corner 3.
Just kidding. Corner 3. He shot that half-court shot on accident because everybody does.
Yeah. Dude, I've done it. Everybody's done it.
Everybody. I mean, yeah, I did an NBA jam too. I thought I'm pressing pass and whoops.
Nope.
Half
Throwing that
court
shit
three.
3/4 court.
Then you get pissed off, or like if you're going against somebody, they hit it, and you're like, shit.
That's when somebody's hot.
Oh yeah.
They're on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Remember Brett Favre's football? It was like Brett Favre NFL on 64 back in the day.
Never played that, but what I played hardcore was primetime football on Sega Genesis. That was one of the first games where you could relocate teams. Yeah, I played with San Diego with my own creative player, and I would move them to Las Vegas. They would be the Las Vegas Chargers. Which that was fun stuff back in the day, bro.
There was a game on the computer. It was a baseball game back in the day. I forgot the name. But you can create your own logo. You can move teams and stuff like that. I remember playing that a lot.
Oh, was that the one was that the one that was more of the sim game?
No, you could actually play it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I played a couple. There was a couple of sim games that were like that. I played a football one and I played a baseball one that was like that. Like you could trade like 4 or 5 years in advance, like draft picks and stuff.
Oh, nice.
I'm just like, wow, that's cool.
This one is a little more advanced than it should be right now.
Yeah. You know, but I was in my 20s when PCs became, when home computers were really
like hitting.
Yeah. Love them. I love stupid sim games like that.
No, they're great though. I mean, they're popular now. I mean, you have like you have like European football simulators and that.
Yeah,
it's like called Football Manager.
Yep.
You can play it directly from your phone. You can play it on the computer, things like that.
There's like a EA does a coaches game like that,
the
where
NFL Manager or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. You strictly run all the behind the scenes stuff. You're basically a GM.
Yeah.
And you try to put together a good team on paper.
Well, see, that's what
really what it comes down to.
That's what I used to do with Madden a lot. Like I always had like a dynasty I was playing, and then I had one that I was simulating.
Fair.
And I had a blast with that. Because what I would do is I would do I would do all the like preseason workouts. And so like I would build my guys up, and then like, once you get to a certain point, there's nothing else you can really do with like your quarterback. Like your quarterback just is. I would start drafting guys late, using 5th and 6th round picks on quarterbacks. And then I would start working on them. And by the time, like right before their contract would be up, I would trade them and get a 1st round pick for them, because I've got a 90 rated quarterback sitting on my bench.
Right. Because you already got your starter out there. Yeah. He's rolling.
Yeah. I'm not trading that guy. I never understood that though. You would get a guy and he would still toss like 20 picks, and you're like, why is he throwing 20 interceptions? This dude's got like a 99 awareness.
Yeah.
And he's throwing interceptions. How's that possible?
The simulator.
Yeah, just ridiculous. And now the sad part is now you don't see 20 interceptions in a season hardly ever anymore.
Oh, definitely not.
I mean, it used to be a thing back in the hell, even in the night. I mean, you see it occasionally. Don't get me wrong; it still happens.
But it's different though, right? Because defenses weren't as restricted.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, you do whatever you want to do.
Defenses are so restricted.
Yeah, it's an offensive game.
Yeah.
It is all offense, no defense. I mean, there's still good defensive players, don't get me wrong. There's still a couple of good defensive teams. And you can tell in the playoffs, too, where they get a little more defensive minded. You sit in the NBA all day, all year long.
I mean,
it's whatever you want to do. And it's
in the regular season, we're going to outscore you. This is how we do it.
Yeah, we're just gonna, we're going to call touch fouls all the time, and then the NBA and then playoff comes around. It's like, oh, you come down lane, I'm just going to clothesline you. You're just going to hit the floor, and that's just going to be the end of it. But man, just what I don't know.
Yeah, back in the day, I bet you these guys would have loved a Shimmerwood beverage.
They probably would have.
Yeah, those CBD seltzers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shimmerwood has an award-winning CBD seltzer. Combines full-spectrum CBD with natural fruit shrubs, delivering a refreshing, stress-relieving, keyword stress-relieving, drink that eases tension and promotes relaxation, and use Jebo the Pod as your promo code, you get 30%.
Sounds like what Ray Rice and Ray Lewis needed.
They definitely needed that. Ray Rice could have definitely had a Shimmerwood beverage before he got on that elevator.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Might have been a lot more chill.
Way chill. Way chill, sir. Way chill. I like the game you brought up. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
We haven't done one of those in a minute.
Well, we haven't. It's summertime, though. This one, bring them up.
I'll start looking for some stuff this week.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was like, this one looks fun. Let's see what people. Who do we?
I still don't understand the North Carolina one.
No.
Hitting Virginia.
No.
I don't.
But welcome to the Haters Club.
Right?
You're a Virginia hater, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even hate Virginia when they were winning.
I guess if you asked, like, NC State, Duke, and Carolina fans, you can't hate any team amongst the three of you. Who do you hate more?
Outside of you two, who else do I hate?
Outside of the triangle. Outside of the triangle,
who do you
y'all hate? Who can you agree to hate?
I get the Virginia in that point. I get it in that point.
I don't know, man. It's
still kind of off to me.
Still off.
I guess like it's more. I guess it's more conference related at that point.
Yeah, maybe.
I
mean, at least I would have thought like South Carolina.
Clemson. Go ask Clemson who they hate.
Clemson hates South Carolina. South Carolina hates Clemson.
Yeah, but I mean it's works the same way. And
well, that's what I'm saying. I think you're gonna figure. Like, I mean, Carolina fans hate Duke. Duke hates Carolina. I mean, NC State fans hate both.
Yeah. And Duke and Carolina both sprinkle a little hate on NC State.
Right. Yeah, it's not as much, but yeah.
And State hates them both because, like, we want to be included.
Well, that's like, Kentucky says Tennessee, right? I mean, that makes sense. But, like, really, as a whole, if you looked at it, the majority of the state is Kentucky fans.
Yeah.
It's got to be Louisville.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like any team that's out of the state.
Outside of the state. I get that.
Because I guarantee you, like, the most hated team in the state of Kentucky is probably Louisville.
Yeah. There's a chance. I honestly, if you want to talk about like that, it's the most hated team in North Carolina, really Duke.
It has to be Duke because you got Carolina and State fans that will agree.
Yeah. No, we hate Duke.
Yeah.
I got to imagine Wake Forest fans don't like them either.
Right, exactly. And they're all in the same conference.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Wake Forest is just a couple hours down the road from them.
Right. ECU fans probably don't like them.
I don't think anybody likes Duke fans.
No.
That's why they're lumped in with that same category of fan.
Because they're all the same.
It's all the same.
Yep.
You back in the bush with one hat, come back out with the other.
Yeah, the Homer Simpson meme all over.
All over.
Yeah.
All over. Did you see the Madden quarterback rankings came out?
Mm-mm.
According to Madden, the top 10, I believe, was Lamar Jackson was a 99. Josh Allen was a 98.
And Josh Allen just won MVP.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I mean, if I'm starting my franchise, I think I take Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson.
Lamar had a good year last year, man.
I mean, I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he's bad. He improved as a thrower. I mean, but still, but you can say the same about Josh Allen too, right? When it comes to winning the big one,
yeah,
you can't do it. However, Josh Allen got fucked, but we don't have to go back about that.
Josh Allen has gotten fucked several times.
Yeah, I know.
By the same fucking team. It's like, God damn it, dude.
Yeah. When you play that team, though, the Zebras kind of get involved.
Oh, they do. They do.
They did not help him out.
All right. Here's the top 10.
Okay.
You got Lamar Jackson, 99.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen at 98. Joe Burrow at 96. Mahomes at 95.
Fair.
Jared Goff, 88.
88. That's a drop off.
Jalen Hurts, 87.
Man, put so much hate on this man's name. That is, come on. You give Lamar a 99. Lamar gets a 99, and Jalen Hurts is an 87. This is the hate. Hey, man, whatever. Motivate my man. Motivate him to come out and prove that rating is bullshit.
This is what I'm going to say. Jalen Hurts steals a lot of 1-yard touchdowns.
Okay.
Steals a lot.
I'm not saying anything.
I am also going to say
I don't think it's
Jalen Hurts receivers are better than Lamar Jackson's receivers.
Okay.
Lamar's a better runner. Overall runner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who's harder to tackle?
Depends on how many hands are up your ass.
Man, you can hate all you want. It's here to live, baby.
For now.
Push is back.
For now.
It's gonna stay. You got guys like Dan Campbell out there saying, learn how to stop it and make you feel like a bitch. Make you feel like a bitch.
When they lose,
like, I'm gonna complain about this.
When they lose to it,
he won't change.
He'll change his mind.
Nah, Dan Campbell's not that kind of dude. He's not.
He's not. I do think it's hilariously funny that 9 out of the 10 teams that voted for it don't play Philly.
I mean, it makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Oh, we don't play it. We don't care.
Well, sure. But at the same time, like, if your team could do it, you would do it. If your team could stop it, you don't care. Yeah. The thing is you can't stop it. So it's a cop out.
Yeah,
I mean,
but anyway,
we can talk about it. I mean, we've already done that.
Yeah, I'm moving on from
that. I'm going to take up for it every single fucking.
But Purdy ends at 7 at 86. Justin Herbert at 86.
I like Herbert.
I like Herbert better than I like Purdy. I think
that's
Herbert.
What I just said. Yeah, I like Herbert over Purdy.
I like Herbert a lot. I think there's a lot of good young quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
You can't tell me that Jalen Hurts is a 1-point rating over
Goff. I think Goff's a better passer.
Yeah.
I think Hurts had him in the running all day long.
But what I'm saying is, like, Herbert is an 86, and you said Jalen Hurts is an 87.
Yeah,
that's some shit.
Brock Purdy's an 86.
Yeah, shit, man. Shit. But hey, whatever. Keep hating on him.
Jaden Daniels, 85.
Give him bulletin.
Matt Stafford, 85. Jordan Love, 84.
Okay.
Dak Prescott, 84. This is one that I feel like should be higher. Baker Mayfield, 83.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he should be, honestly, he should be above Dak.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he personally played better than Jordan Love last year.
Overall, he played
fantastic.
Well. Yeah,
fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is my man Baker.
Yeah. It goes Baker, then Tua at an 82, which I thought CJ Stroud is better than Tua.
Tua came on last year.
At the end?
Yeah.
Yeah. When everybody's like, oh, he should retire, he came out smoking.
I mean, he had something on. He had a chip on his shoulder, and he came out and had something to prove, and he did it.
Tua and Irv Smith moved me way up in the rankings.
Reason you don't have to wear all Bears gear.
Yeah.
Or Hooters outfit. I mean, who knows?
Catch him on the right day, bro. Who knows?
It worked out. It worked out.
It worked. Like I said,
I was talking about it. It worked out.
I want to win. I go into it every year wanting to win. But as long as I finish 8th, I'm good.
Just not 12th.
Any side, anywhere in the top 8, I'm good. That's all I need.
I hear you.
Do you want anybody you really want to know in here? It's got the top 30 quarterbacks on here. It actually has the top 100, but 30 is all we really need. Let's see. Bryce Young, 75, 22nd.
Where's Jaden Daniels?
Daniels was at 9, 85. 9, 85. Again, I don't always agree with the Maddie rankings. There's some that are just crazy off. That's like CJ Stroud in 81. Sam Darnold with the year he had last year, 78. the same as Russell Wilson. Drake May is higher than Bryce Young and Caleb Williams. And Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields and Michael Penix and J.J. McCarthy.
I mean, I will say, Madden never gets these things right.
No, they are always off.
So,
Bo Nix is at 20 with a 77. And Bo Nix played fairly well last year.
my biggest thing is the drop off from 4 to 5. Like, you can't convince me there's that much of a drop off, especially when you're talking about guys like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, Stafford.
Yeah, Stafford was 10th.
Stafford's still phenomenal.
Yeah,
and then putting guys like Jaden Daniels up here after a rookie year with no tape and a last place schedule.
Yeah, I agree with you, but he played phenomenal. Got
2 points, 2 points different of the Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. Sorry, yeah, I mean you've lost me, Madden. You've lost me, and there's a reason I don't buy this game anymore.
I mean, Mahomes didn't play like a 95 last year.
No, that and you're not going to give him the drop off because just history. But hold on, no, we can have a drop off because you dropped off C.J. Stroud. I guarantee you, C.J. Stroud, based on these ratings, if we went back and looked, I bet you C.J. Stroud was 85 last year or the year before.
Probably
Start of the year.
Yep. Well,
right?
he ended up in 81.
Right.
Fuck, Geno Smith was a 79, and Geno Smith played like shit last year.
Mm-hmm.
And
now he's going to the fighting Brock Bowers.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't they draft another guy too? They drafted somebody I think could help him.
Oh, wide receiver, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. No, they drafted Ashton Jenney. That's what they did.
Oh, that'll help.
That'll help a lot.
Yeah. Hey, man, now you got to. They might not be able to block for shit for him, but good thing is that guy's shifty.
I think it's hilarious that Kyler Murray is 17th and they're paying that dude $50 million a year. I mean, you really want to be honest.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is a 74.
After last year,
it was bad. It was bad. But I think a lot of Trevor's fault is in all honesty, he hasn't had consistent coaching.
No consistent coaching. Just often injured.
Yeah.
And then the talent around him's injured.
No.
They don't want to re-sign the talent and that they bring in for him, like Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
Like the only wide receiver on that team 2 years ago, and you don't want to re-sign him after you invested all this time and money in him to build rapport with Trevor Lawrence and put up 1,000-yard receiving year.
Get that dude weapons. I mean, that was the whole thing about Travis Hunter. I'm like, but how much wide receiver is he really going to play?
No, you signed him.
I mean, I personally still don't think he should have won. What is the Biletnikoff?
Yeah, the wide receiver.
Yeah, there's no way. No way. No. You want to give that dude corner of the year? Sure. But he didn't even have the best stats at wide receiver.
No.
It was a popularity cap. Oh, this guy did this, and he's a cornerback, really.
Right.
What would he be if he really focused on wide receiver? You played on a team that I think had 400 yards rushing all year, something stupid like that. Colorado didn't rush for shit last year.
Oh.
Like, I think they had the worst rushing team in all of college football. I want to know now just because I'm thinking about it.
I mean, what's up with it?
Let's
see what we got.
I am. I'm looking. Here's more sports. More sports. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. College sports. Right. That's looking for. Why is it not right on the main? Oh, the main list. NCAA football. Right there. Am I just overlooking it? But yeah, I feel like they were. I'm almost positive. Let's see. Okay, now let's see.
Finally find it.
Got it. I got it. Season stats, season leaders. Let's look at this team. Oh, Colorado. Let's see. Statistics. Let's see. Team rushing. Okay, I was off by just a little.
They have 1,000-yard rushing.
They had 847. Their leading rusher had 384 yards.
Okay, that's fair.
Their worst rusher was Shador Sanders.
Negative.
100 carries, minus 50 yards.
Yep, that makes sense.
Lost a half a yard of carry. But, I mean, he played behind the worst offensive line.
Oh, he'll tell you, too.
Oh, yeah. He had no problem telling you. What I think is funny, though, he ended up with negative 50 yards. His long was 17.
How many times he gets sacked for big loss?
Oh, right?
Yeah.
The crazy part is, their leading running back had 384. His long was 37. So you might as well say almost a tenth of his rushing yards were on one carry.
One carry. He broke through one time.
I mean, that's just shameful.
It is. I agree.
Shameful. But, you look at stats, Shador had 4,100 yards passing and 37 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Not terrible. Travis did lead the team in receiving yards, 1,200, 15 touchdowns. That's not terrible.
No.
Not terrible at all. We'll see how all this rolls out. I'm ready for football season, bro.
Well, I mean, start digging in a little bit more to college football towards next month.
Yeah, I know.
Get our previews out like we do every year.
Yeah, yep.
Great. Then we start digging in on some NFL stuff. We'll have our draft episode as always.
I got one more.
Fantasy draft episode.
I got something to talk to you about because I saw this week because they've kind of been releasing schedules. Have you seen Georgia's schedule? You need to look at it.
Let's go.
It's crazy. If you don't count the neutral site games, like the cocktail party.
But yeah, right.
And then they usually play in whatever week 1 game or week 0 game in Atlanta.
Right, which is a home game.
Which is a home game. They play 3 road games. 3. One of those road games is Mississippi State, who, by the way, has a worse percentage chance of making the college football playoffs than Vanderbilt does. So,
ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, how's that?
That's my mouse app.
Like, that's awful, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm trying to pull it up. It does not like me. Let's just do ranking. That'd pull Georgia immediately for me. I think it would.
Having problems, bro?
There we go. I made it. All right, let's see. They start the season against Marshall.
Uh-huh.
Austin Peay.
Mm-hmm.
They go on the road against Tennessee.
Okay.
Then they get Bama at home, Kentucky at home.
Yep.
On the road at Auburn.
Yep.
Ole Miss at home, Florida at home, at Mississippi State.
Yep.
Texas at home, Charlotte at home, Georgia Tech at home. Wow. You were absolutely right. 3 true road games.
3 true road games. Because, the Florida, I mean, they always play in Jacksonville. Right. It's a neutral site game for both teams. Always.
Exactly. Yeah.
I honestly, I like that it's neutral, but I think they should rotate it every 3 years, a
Mm-hmm.
3 year cycle. One in Florida,
One
one
in
in
Georgia.
Georgia, one in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Rotate it around again. I,
Can
I,
you imagine the atmosphere in Athens for the Florida game, or even in at the Swamp? Right, that would be nuts.
nuts.
Because when's the last time they played there?
I don't know. I don't know. Look at some of these ticket prices. The Alabama ticket home, it lowest price, $600.
That's nuts.
$600. The Florida game is only 176. Man, that's what she gave. Let's go to Jacksonville
That would be fun.
in November.
Yeah, November 1st of all.
Weather still be really nice.
Perfect. Although you gotta go to Jacksonville, which
I mean, it's Jacksonville.
yeah,
It does suck. It is Jacksonville, but and they played Georgia Tech at a neutral site game, but it's in the Georgia Dome.
right.
I mean, it's. I mean,
we know
it should really be a home game for Georgia Tech, but it's not.
Right.
It won't. But yeah, that schedule is awful. I mean, they do get heavy hitters. Don't get me wrong.
I'll tell you a team that has a bleak future. Kentucky in the
You're not feeling it this year?
No, they just lost their best recruiter to Louisville. It's their signing class for next year is not very deep, and it's just it's not looking very good. So
click on them. Let's see what their schedule looks like.
I know
it's early for this stuff.
It is absolutely.
Ooh, they got a brutal 3-4 game stretch there.
They do.
That's
South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, Tennessee.
If you really go South Carolina through Florida.
Right, yeah, because at Auburn's not going to be easy.
No.
And then you finish the year at Vandy, at Louisville. I mean,
they went 1-7 in conference last year, bro. They gonna tie that?
One win in conference this year would probably be impressive. I mean, Vandy won 3 in conference last year, so
Vandy won 3 in conference, went 7-6 overall.
Yeah, and we don't get the fortunate draw to play Mississippi State this year, so.
But you should beat Toledo. You should beat Tennessee Tech.
East Michigan.
Yeah, you should beat Eastern Michigan.
There's 3 wins.
There's 3 wins.
Can you name another win on there?
Only Vandy.
Maybe. Because it's at Vandy.
Vandy beat Alabama at home, so there's no telling who they can beat at home.
Like I said, I don't like it.
We'll dig further. I just happened to see the Georgia schedule earlier this week, and I was like, what? I don't like Georgia's non-conference schedule. I don't like the fact that the SEC has done that themselves.
Yeah.
And they all do it. I mean, you can clearly see it in Kentucky's schedule too, at Tennessee Tech, Toledo, Eastern Michigan.
Right. Well, I mean, that's traditionally what Kentucky does anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, we're gonna pad the non-conference with some cupcakes, and then hope for the best in conference.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. But it's just still like, ugh.
Not looking forward to.
There's no reward for it.
I'm looking forward to football or basketball, but football, not so much, man. Not so much.
I mean, that's at least I'll give Texas credit. At least Texas is non-conference schedule. I mean, granted, they do play San Jose State, UTEP, Sam Houston, but they open at Ohio State.
No, I mean, that's a good non-conference game right there.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, they travel to Georgia this year. At Florida.
At Florida, at Kentucky, at Mississippi State, at Georgia.
At Georgia. Ooh.
Yeah.
So they got a rough one. At Ohio State. And that one might be a neutral site. Who knows?
I wonder who's got the hardest schedule this year. Probably.
We'll dig in when we get to the conference.
I know.
Or conference pre.
I'll be all over this stuff.
Yeah, that'll be good.
You know, I like that stuff. It was just the Georgia schedule I saw. I was like,
yeah, that's fine.
3 real road games.
Yeah, that's really for a Georgia team. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, come on. And who was it? It was just who was the worst one? Auburn at Auburn.
Yeah, I think so.
But anyway, you got anything else, brother?
No, man. We wrap this one up.
Let's do that.
All right, dude. Well, until next time.
Yes, sir.
Danny, hope you like the new looks, the new features. Got you all set up for that. Make sure you can keep along up with the sports while you listen along. But next time.
Yes, sir.